A lone bird floats almost effortlessly in the dark, murky waters that make the Nairobi River as we know it now. This, the product of years of neglect and misuse. But the river flows nonetheless, taking along with it the solid and liquid waste that is often discharged into the river. The result is a heavily polluted river whose water cannot be used safely by humans or for agriculture. For the third time since 2003, the government is attempting to clean up the river that was once the source of water for city residents. This time round, the effort is being spearheaded by the Water Resources Authority.
We want to eventually clean and train this river. This river also requires some training, some kind of training. It requires some cleaning.
But before the cleanup starts, the authority is asking those who discharge waste into the river, both legally or illegally, to either stop or to ensure that the waste is to accepted standards. Case in point, the Nairobi Water and Sewerage Company's sewage treatment plant in Rai. Here, tons of liquid waste from all over the city is treated and the resultant waste let into the river. But the water authority says the waste isn't good enough to join the Nairobi River.
The discharge, the waste load coming from the sewerage plant, you can see even sometimes higher now the flow of the river. So what we want to know is to check whether it is conforming with our quality.
The damage occasioned by the high levels of pollution along the coast of Nairobi River is so big that it would take 60 billion shillings spent over a period of 10 years to try and clean it up, rehabilitate and restore this river back to its former glory. The pollution in the river is not just limited to the treated sewage. Downstream, large amounts of solid waste from the Dandora dump site also find their way into the already dirty waters, making the situation even harder to address. That, coupled with human encroachment along the riparian areas, continue to not only narrow the waterways, but also adds to the direct discharge of both solid and liquid waste from domestic use into the river.
This riparian encroachment is hampering the cleansing, the natural cleansing of the river. And by so doing, of course, we find that the downstream people cannot be able to use this water.
The authority is seeking to physically clean the river by removing the solid waste and then letting the free-flowing water cleanse itself, an exercise that the authority says should be owned by all.
All the communities, all the stakeholders, even if there are other people who are doing a similar job, we want them to come forward. So at least now we can come together and see how we can see a better Nairobi River.
The Water Resources Authority no doubt has its work cut out in undertaking this endeavor. It will have to deal with the estimated 56% of the city's residents who live on the edge of the Nairobi River or its tributaries, some of whom are dependent on the polluted water for irrigating their vegetable gardens. Brenda, Wanga, NTV.